None of these I remember. I don't even know Nico. I don't know anyone called Samuel. Otto, just do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why this is so hard for you. But I'm scared. It's dangerous across the Abbot. Is that Martin? Would you prefer the alternative? Doesn't say who it is. You don't need to do it all. I understand. I'm just say Andreas? Andreas Mahler? It's good to see you again, old friend. Also, you're looking well. This is my apprentice, Kasper Segler from Salzburg. Good day. Ah, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. We don't grow them that fast, even in Nuremberg. You're fast enough around here. Even I just said her first. Little Otto. That's all we call him Eds. Congratulations to you both. That's wonderful news. Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Clara and Ursula help out where they can. That's very nice of them. I'm sorry to hear about your father. That's life. At least he is with the Lord now, free of his aches and pains. I know Eva wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? I'm sorry, things got busy after I left hazing. I sorted it out, but I should be heading back. I feel like I should remember your face, but I can't place it. Oh, don't you remember? It's me, Martin. Don't trouble yourself. It's me, Martin. Remember? Yeah, I thought it was Martin. Of course. Of course. Hello, Martin. Hello. Sorry to run, but I have to get these sheep back to the farm. As much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. Also, I'll see you at the meeting later. Andreas, until later. Good to see you again. Good to see you, Martin. Doesn't seem to be a thief. Pain in my ass. I can't believe how much Martin's changed. True, he's like the prodigal son. Took over his father's farm after Franz died. He's been a much better husband to Brigitta and provided for Kat. What's this about a meeting? Franz died? How's the wolf doing? Franz's heart gave out. Local legend says he was screaming at Kat and he dropped dead. Oh no. Not that I want anyone to suffer, but few were sad to see that man go. A little wolf? He died a few months after you left. I think Martin still feels guilty about it. Is something happening in town? You picked an interesting time to visit. Come by the town commons in a while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say. Actually, I consider it. Thanks. I hope to see you there. Until later. Alright. That's very nice. Now we need to find... Is this a new... Oh, yeah. This wasn't here before. Nothing was here before. Klaus. Is that Druckers? Wait. I need to see that. Oh, wait. Andreas, I had heard you were back in tasting. God bless you. God bless you, Father Thomas. It's good to see you again. Hopefully this visit will be less eventful than your last. Tasting has enough going on as it is. We have a bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. People get up to all sorts of mischief. And then it's my job to hear the confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. That's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guests with such things. I'm sure if there's trouble, Master Mahler will be the first to stick his nose in it. Oh, I was such an asshole. Say nothing. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. After you told Father Abbott about Matilda and Voislav, he made Brother Lucas our cellarer. Yeah, she's gone. Is that Lucas? Brother Lucas can barely count, much less be relied upon to keep our provisions in order. I may not love Brother Voislav, but at least the man could do his job. I could have been better. It would have been better for everyone if you had simply allowed Brother Piero to die. After all, he only had a few years left anyway. Nothing to say for yourself? Friends, there's no need for such ire. I forgive me, Father Thomas. I let my passion get the better of me. Besides, that don't even why I came down here. Actually, I came to speak to you about the abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Gerard would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing some of our books. The abbot just had me run off and now he wants me back. I can't know the mind of the Father Abbot. I just do what he asks. The library is not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. If you could come by tomorrow morning, Mother Illuminata, and show you what's available. Mother Illuminata? Yeah, since Mother Cecilia passed a few years ago. How did she die? Peacefully in her sleep. So tomorrow morning? Alright. Tell him to expect me. I'm sure he will be overjoyed. It smells a bit fishy. And Andreas, I apologize for my harsh words before, it was rash. Brother Pierre was a pious man and skilled artist, we miss him. No, I appreciate you saying that, I miss him too. Excellent, I'm so glad you two were able to work things out. Yeah. Oh, Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? Yes, I think so, why? A private matter. Oh, of course. Until tomorrow. God bless you, Andreas. I don't buy that. There is something really fishy happening here. Widow Camperin. We need to go there and take a look. I think it looks better. I don't remember these fields. Ottilia is not here. Oh no. No. But it is still her house. So I think she's alive. The house is locked. Anton? Should be here. Andreas. I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time. 7 years. 7 years and nothing for my friend Andreas. First Bert and then Marie. Just after Magdalene was born. Oh no. No, is she dead? My wife always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back after I told you they had passed. I didn't know what to say. Something. Anything. I'm sorry your son died, Klaus. I'm sorry your wife died, Klaus. How are you? Too late for that now, though. Boop bee boo boo. Oh, hello. She likes you. Hey, you go and play with her. Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing? The 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding changes from their lords. Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt and use the woods as God intended. Freedom from compulsory labor. Abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership. Bavaria isn't Swabia, but their complaints are just as valid for the peasants of Tassing. Hello. The laws may not be just, but they are laws. I fear the people of Tasting are putting themselves in peril. They are already in peril. Many of them are becoming desperate. The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he is squeezing the town folks. And we're pushing back. Their cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gertners lately, you should visit them. I know I had you print these? Yes, why? Well, I didn't think he could read. He can't. But just about everyone else in town can. He speaks, I print. I just try to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry, I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You should go to the comments, hear what Otto had to say. It's worth hearing. I understand. Of course, I will see you then. Be good while we're gone, Magdalene. Will you be good? Gob, gob, gob. I wonder if the widow is home. Come on, I want to see her. She never thanked us for what we did to her. Damn it, still locked. Maybe she's in the comments. Should we take a long way around? I think we should. We cannot enter. No one is here. Let's see here. So many people. So where is the people we know? Is that a Smith maybe? That's Doctor. No idea what that is. Martin. That guy we saw in the meadows. The stonemason. His wife, I believe. Maybe. That's the big guy. The old guy is still alive. He is still alive. They are here. And they are... yeah, that's their son. Otto's son, I believe. That's Eva. Clara. Ursula. Who the hell is that? Who are you? Who are you? How are you? Oh wait, isn't that the miller? And that is his wife? Is that his son? Nah, I don't know. But where is the widow? That surely is not the widow, is it? That is the widow, look at her! Oh wait, I'm sitting in the way, am I not? There we go. There she is. She is still very... Well, she looks very angry still. She did say she has no honey left to give, so yeah. The rest of the people I don't really know. None of these I know. That's father, I believe, and that's Otto, of course. So yeah. Alright. Everyone listen. We all know why we are here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors. Whisper to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful. So it's time we start saying it openly. Years after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use God's force to support our families. Law after law gets heaped upon us, restriction on how we can pay rent. Limits on where we can move, who we can wed. And now, the death tax. Which one claimed... What? Which one claimed only our best animal and garments? Death tax takes half of our estates. That's stupid. No consideration for widows, no consideration for children. What about the town council, the rat house? Surely that is a sign that the abbot wishes to share his power to listen to our grievances. You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people. But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit the favored few against the many. This is not charity, no. Only greed and desperation drive Father Gernot. You'd think that if the abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from the heaven itself. And when we protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the shrine of Saint Moritz. He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now when we most need the intercession of our saint, the abbot has shut us out. Father Gernot's actions aren't just. They aren't Christian. We've endured this abuse for too long. It's time we let the abbot know we won't take it anymore. Too right. Here. This has to stop. Let's fix this. Stop, this is foolish. Who are you? Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. If you push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed. Hannah's right. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. You lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be ground into dust like the Swabian peasants. We could always grind you up instead, Leonhard. I don't know about this. I have a son to look out for. We must stand for what is right. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have a cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg were able to take the city back and have their cause heard. If the people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, then we can do the same with the abbot. Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is all right? Don't worry, the civilian losses were minimal. They're probably fine. Oh no, maybe we should go to Salzburg after this. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly. People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same? A righteous cause. Martin's right, we deserve better. We can do this. Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Martin's proved dependable these last few years. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from the greater power will. The abbot may have locked us out of our saint's shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us. I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you all for coming. Good day, Andreas. Clara, it's been too long. It's lovely to see you again. Hello, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your long absence from tasting. At this rate, we thought we'd never see you again. What can I say? I miss the Alpine air and the people, of course. I was on the road back from Nuremberg, actually. I wonder how we all were getting on. Oh, things are not good at all. We are in the middle of a strange season. You found the Gertners. The speech was very rousing, although I swear they get better each time. I hope the Duke doesn't catch a word of this autumn. The town could suffer for it. We're past the point of caring, Mahler. If you were in our position, you'd understand that. You're right. It's not a place to judge. I'm just concerned. It's appreciated, but we know the risks. Alright. Okay. Yeah, alright. Also, did you really see a sign from God? Is that true? It is, Andreas, I swear. Come talk to me later, I'll tell you what I can, alright? Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by our house for supper. We'll be delighted to have you. That sounds wonderful. We'll be there, Clara. We need to take a look here. Paying respects. Damn it, I've lost count now. Tomorrow we need to be at the Abbey. It was also tomorrow afternoon, right? Where we need to be with Klaus for dinner. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Birgitta. How are you? As well as anyone can be in tasting right now. It looks like things are going well for you. Martin returned after all. Yes, the winter without him was excruciating. I lost little Wolf and Kat was worried that she'd lose the farm after Franz died. But then Martin returned and he provided well for us ever since. Despite the tightening restrictions, we've gotten by. I'm thankful. I'm sorry to hear about Wolf. Thank you, I try not to think about it. Kat wants to talk about him all the time, you know. And at night, there's a clear sky. She looks up and asks if I ever wonder how he is up there. That must be excruciating. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't talk about this anymore. My mistake. I'm sorry I brought him up, Brigitte. You didn't. It's alright. It's been good to see you again. But I should be going. Until later. Until then. Here we go. No! She doesn't have more than a dialogue. No! Oh no. Damn. She doesn't want to say more. Maybe we have to come back at a later date. But But I'm happy she's still alive. That they didn't execute her. That was awful. Okay, we're heading over to the Gerhards. Andres, you're back in tasting. Just for a few days. I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Oh yes, Brother Piero. What a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talked to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I'm surprised Prayer Ferring didn't give you an earful. That he did, but only as long as the scriptorium stayed open. Once it closed, I didn't see Brother Piero much. I wonder if he lost a bit of his purpose when he stopped painting. He did love painting, that's true. Every day he showed me how much. He made Curacao a brighter place. We could use more color and light these days. Father Gernot's abuse casts a long shadow over tasting. Gernot is an awful man. I respect the abbot's position, of course, but he doesn't treat us in a Christian manner. It's not one little thing that's bad, it's everything together. Bit by bit, new taxes, new laws, new restrictions. We felt the pinch each time, but everyone was afraid to talk about it until Otto started speaking in the comments. How far are you going to take this? Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto and the peasants do too. He's a good man. The whole town knows it. Even Lenhart, though he wouldn't admit it. Say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After you left here to return to Nuremberg, I take it you were married. I was. Sabine, she was waiting for me. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone. I fear it's never going to happen. Honestly, don't even bother, marriage is not worth it. Really? Not a single person caught your eye. Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market selling painted pots. I think about her sometime. Maybe more than it's Christian. Hold on, you need to go back to Innsbruck and find that pretty girl. What, really? You're older than me and you're not married. Go find her. It's how it should be. Life is too short to spend dreaming about the loved ones you could have had. Trust me. You seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas. But it sounds foolish. You and I, you might see. Don't overthink it. Just take my advice. Well, if I ever have the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. There's something to look forward to after all. I thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. A pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Ursula. Hello. Hello, Ursula. Do you remember me? No, should I? It's me, Andreas. I've been a friend of your family, for ages. I'm practically your uncle. Oh, the artist, right? I kind of remember. I think you told me a story once. Mom and Dad don't talk about you that much. Oh. They said you went away to make art all over the world when I was little. What was that like? Well, while I was in London I learned a new portrait technique. No, not about that. About the art, Andreas. About your travels. All right, all right. Have you ever seen a hound without a head? I think that's no. I will probably scare her. London has a big bridge going over its river, but the bridge is so big there is buildings on it. What, really? It doesn't sink? It's very sturdy. I walked across it myself. That sounds like the miracles Father Thomas talks about. Like the Red Sea is splitting. It's not a miracle, Ursula. People designed and built it by hand. That sounds like a lot of work. I'm glad I'm a farmer instead. Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know the stories about Persia and the Wild Hunt? Yeah, sure, yeah. She's asking about Witcher 3. A little. I didn't learn about them until I lived here. Why? Are they bad? Bad how? Well, my grandpa tells me things about Persia and spirits and charms. And the old woman Otelia, she talks about them too, and says all these words I don't understand. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So why do you think they're bad? Well, my dad says I shouldn't listen to any of it. He said it's nonsense and that Father Thomas would be mad. He said he only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. I don't want to get in trouble, but Grandpa says if I don't learn the old ways, they'll just be forgotten. So are they bad? They are not bad, but those stories could get you in trouble. Maybe you shouldn't learn about the old ways. Really? Told the story. Oh no. Maybe, I don't know. That's bad. Oh no. Well, they're just stories, of course, but I'm sorry. Forget I said anything until later. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Damn it. We messed up. Okay, can we do that again? 3 minutes. Did I talk for 3 minutes? That's bull, really. I don't think I can get her anyway because I messed up at the beginning with her. I didn't talk with her a lot. I think she should stick to the old ways. Let's see here. I don't know really why I have so love standing with her. No, they're not bad. You should learn what you can. Learn what you can while you can. Really? Embrace always. Oh no. Wait. She doesn't want a travel story. Wait, what? She doesn't want to travel. She wants me to tell her a story about something that didn't happen. All right. Okay. I will tell her about the hound. I hope he will be pleased. Have you ever seen a hound without a head? What? No. How could it do anything? In wild places of England, there are great hounds, black as pitch, that haunts the woods. Headless beasts formed from the souls of children that died without being baptized. And they cry out their wailing like like that of an unfortunate babe. But if anything goes looking for their source of the crying, the hounds drags their soul to hell. That still doesn't make any sense. I don't think they could cry if they don't have a head. Andreas, can I ask you something? Oh, of course. Now she's asking us about this. Let's see here. Yeah. Yes. So what do you think they're bad? No, they're not bad. Yes, that's good. It's important for you to carry on the stories and knowledge of your ancestors. Oh, that makes sense. Thanks, Andreas. Until later. That feels way more satisfying. Who is Veronica? Who are you? Hello, Andreas. Good to see you back in town. I don't know who you are. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, you know, pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow about when I'll give her grandchildren. Wait, are you part of this family even? Are you in the right home? As if I'm not doing enough work already. You're married now? Oh yeah, I guess you would know. Big Jorg and I were married 2 springs back. Congratulations to you both. Thanks. Now Mom's nagging me about when we'll have kids. You shouldn't rush something as important as children. That's what I keep telling her. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave you to it. Until later, Veronica. See you. Il Peter. Hello, Il Peter. Hey. Oh, it's you, the artist from a few years ago. Yes, Andreas Mahler. I'm surprised you remember me. Huh. Everyone seems to think my mind is going, but it's still sharp as a nail. Andrews make nails, you know? Good man. Alright. Are you staying with my family again? No, I'm staying at the Golden Hand. Bah, those mice charges just as much as pilgrims for a drink. I won't support my son in his cause. That new abbot must have gotten to them, the bastards. Why do you hate the abbot so much? Everything went to shit after Father Matthias died. That man, God rest his soul, never increased taxes. He might have asked for a tithe in harder winters, but we were happy to help the abbey then. We could take from the forest as we needed. Brother Florian used to help us in our illnesses. Let us follow the ways of our forefathers. A true Christian, that old abbot. And then? Father Gernot promised he would keep everything between the abbey and us peasants the same. And we were foolish enough to believe him. At first, he refused to allow Florian come down anymore. Taxes got higher, he stopped allowing us to pay in goods and livestock. Now he only takes coin, as though we can come by enough of that in a year to pay our rents alone. The boss doesn't give a damn about us. Not how Father Matthias did. Father Gernot's been an ass longer than I thought. Huh. You should talk to my son. You should help him stop the bastard abbot. I should go. Alright. Well, Big Georg, Peter, Clara. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down to supper. Care to join? It will be my pleasure. It's truly a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Good boys eat too goddamned much. Peter, stop that. Andreas is our guest. Why don't you land us in grace? Fine. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. We pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now these many years. Please help me protect my family in these difficult times. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Master Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? The curtains can't afford all the bread. They're being polite. Am I whispering this or am I saying this out loud? Andreas, it's so good to have you at our table again. And with another guest. Is this young man your assistant? Casper, yes, he's my apprentice. Oh, that would explain why I saw him writing in that little journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. It will be will he eat what I eat? Eat the bread. Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? I've been trying to spend more time on the land. It's hard to be in touch with God's splendor in a city like Nuremberg. Mom said you know a lot about the proper names for birds and trees and things. Now she's... how nice that you have the time. And we toil all day. And that despicable abbot is starving us while he sips on his sacramental effing wine. Lay off him, Dad. He's only just got here. Why isn't he eating? How have the fates been treating you these last few years? The Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. That's one way to say it, but miserable as shit all around. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. If I'm going to die, I'm gonna do it sitting up at my own goddamn table. The whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter's family and Ursula with an AUG, and me as well. Clara lost a child in childbed a year ago now. Oh no. A tragedy. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, Andreas. It was some time ago, but well, such things linger. It was monstrous. Don't think about it. Just keep the conversation going. You're already thinking about it. Please leave me alone just for a while. Alright, just for a while. Surely the child is with Lord now. Will I take that or remain silent? The Lord doesn't seem to look our way any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. We are eating. Not at the table. He is right, do you think? Please, can we not talk about this now? Oh good, he ate. Georg here was married while you were away, Andreas. Yes, I heard. You and Veronica make a good match, Georg. Thanks. Georg has been good to me. There aren't many other options in tasting anyway. Oh, that's a bit rude. It's been a couple of springs, but I'm still not used to being married. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Congratulations, Jorg. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Andreas. It's been our one blessing in these dark seasons. With children soon to come, I hope. What? I don't get it. Yeah, you're too young for that, Ursula. Do you? Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andreas? Foreign patrons are fussy and I spent a fortune. We're not gonna talk about money here at this table. What should I say? What should I say? My life seems so far from theirs now. My mind's gone blank. What should I say? Don't leave them waiting. I can't think of anything. Nothing but my miserable little problems. They think you're rude if you don't say anything. We cannot blame the kid. Oh, Nuremberg is miserable. I'm painting a commission, but the patrons are paying to be are paying, so it's paying to be added. So it's taking ages. Oh, Pam. I'm not interested in tales of your charmed city life. Ursula. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm still hungry. Hey, Ursula, you can have mine. It's not fair that nobody else gets any bread beside Master Andreas and me. Stop. Ursula, give it back to him. I'm not going to have people in this town saying we can't feed our goddamn guests. Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good. Time to get back to Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later. My apologies, Peter. We don't mean to overstay our welcome. It's alright, Andreas. It's just in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again. Yes. Thanks for coming, Andreas. Will you be staying for St. John's Eve? I think so. Good. Hopefully we'll see you later. Until then. Ah, damn, Casper. Casper, we need to talk. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you, but you don't do that. You are a guest, they're offering you food. You accept it, but otherwise it's extremely rude. Extremely rude. What are we doing right now? Is it sleep time? I don't think I can do anything, right? No, doesn't look like it. Well, let's head home. Well, home. Let's head over to, wait, the Druckers. Let's go to the Druckers. Maybe he's up. No, he's asleep. The sin of Saul. The first monarchs of Israel, according to the Old Testament, Saul was yeah. Master, did you hear that? It sounded like someone's crying out. I think it's Sister Emily. She's a mystic. She may have having one of her visions. That's bad. Sister Emily, are you alright? The Philistines. This is the hand of God. Compline. 8 p.m., alright. Sister, is something happening at the Compline? It's Compline right now. No! Sister? Sister Emily? You're the artist, Andreas. Are you alright? Are you alright, sister? I'm tired. Was I talking? Yes. You were having a vision. You mentioned the sin of Paul, the Philistines, and the Compline. Oh, I wish Father Thomas were here. Would you like Casper to go get him? If you could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Casper, run and get Father Thomas. Yes, Master Andreas. Good boy. Your son? My apprentice, Casper Sigel from Salzburg. No, my apprentice, but I think of him like a son. He seems eager to please you. He is quite enthusiastic, yes. I have little knowledge of the workings of masters and apprentices. My world is of one of the spirit, decoupled from the march of life and death. I see and hear your world turning from this little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses. Mercifully small. Is she sleeping in a grave? This cell allows me to contemplate mysteries without the noise of the outside world polluting my thoughts. Your world is a world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I have no will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God. When my will is His will, He graces me with visions, confusing though they may be. Certainly, if God is giving you vision, He wants you to understand them. There is a few things when it comes to, religion. Logic usually don't apply to it in my opinion. We can see if that's true here. Understanding is a trial, Andreas. Perhaps what God wants from me is to strive, and in striving to understand different and deeper mystery. It is not my place to question His will, but to contemplate the revelations I receive with the help of Father Thomas. Sister, what is that hole in the ground? My grave? I what? I dug it before Father Thomas read me my funeral rites. Before I was enclosed here, I dig a little more in it each day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. What if the calling is wrong? I wish I could give a helpful answer, but I don't know. I felt this was my calling even before I could admit it to myself. Is your calling in question, Andreas? Is your life? Both, I think. I've lost my love. My love for art, love for family, love for anything. The last 7 years have been hard. It was all too much for me. Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. I can hold that. I can hold so much. It can hold so much. Andreas, thank you for sending Casper. It seemed prudent. She asked for you. Are you right, Sister Emily? Yes, Father, I may have had another vision. Andreas spoke of the sin of Sulpicius in the Compline. What do you think it means, Father? Casper, could you excuse us? We appreciate your help, but I must tend to her now in the church. Of course, Father. Good evening. God bless you both. Master Andreas, I'm confused. What did that all mean? I'm not sure, but the last time I heard Sister Emily have a vision, it was just before the Baron was murdered. I was about to say that. Last time she was, ranting, it was just before the murder. What? Do you think could Sister Emily be receiving warnings? It's easy to think that, especially after the fact, but I was only present for one murder and one other vision. But what if there's another murder? If that happens, I may revise my opinion. Come, Casper, let's retire for the evening. Go to sleep. Okay, library time. Did you drop this, Casper? No, I don't think so, Master. Oh no. The script looks beautiful, Master Andreas. Did you write that? You were warned? Warned? What's that mean? Warned about what? It has to do with the murder that happened last time I was here. Oh, I thought they caused a murder. Yes, but it's complicated. Let's just head up to the library, Casper. Alright, Master. Oh, we were warned. Who are we gonna find murdered now? The bishop? I mean the abbot, not the bishop. I think we should Rutgers. Right, we're gonna have the ease with him in the afternoon. And now we need to head up to the abbey. Hello. Well, that is locked. Oh, you. Andreas? Brother Matteo, what are you doing out here? What is all this commotion? Father Ganot had asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. Has something happened to the shrine? No, Father Ganot has simply ordered the relic to be brought into the church. The pilgrims are welcome to come visit the relic, but the townfolk are prohibited from seeing it. What? Why? The abbot has had enough of the peasants and the townfolk rebelling against the abbey. As their rightful lord, he has been more than generous, but he cannot let their heretical talk of the 12 articles pass. The abbot, under my advice, brought the relic inside to protect it from destruction. With the library closure, the abbey relies on the shrine now more than ever. I see. So this is about money? The pilgrims bring donations, but the townfolks don't. The shrine is well kept only by donations to the abbey, Andreas. That is a simple matter of fact. The abbot will protect the relic for as long as he needs to, nothing more. What about the peasants' complaints? Father Abbott's done all he can. Until the peasants can see reason, the relic will remain in the church. I pray the town... No, this is ridiculous and cruel, Brother Matteo, even for the abbot. I will do my duty as my vows and my lord commands me, Andreas. God bless you. That is foolish. You are foolish. Super foolish. Going in the garden, I guess. Oh, you're alive. Hello, who's there? Sister Margaret, Andreas, Mahler, the artist. Oh, Master Mahler, Mother Limonata said you returned. Is there someone else with you? Yes, my friend is Casper. Hello. God bless you, Casper. You smell even more of pain than your master. Be polite, Casper. Sister Margaret can't see. Thank you. I may not be able to see well, but I can still hear you both. Anyway, I should go. Mother Illuminata doesn't like it when we're distracted from our duties. Of course, until later, sister. God bless you, Mouse Mauler, and you too, Casper. She's still she's still happy that to talk to us, even though we got Sister Matilda killed. That's fine. Hello, Mouse Fanger. I'm happy to see that you are still alive. There you go. You have a long lifespan for a cat. That's really great. You stay there. We're going the wrong... was it? I can't remember if this was here before. We need to go this way. She's not here. Okay. Then she is in the abbey. Ah, there you, Ferenc. Andreas, it's good to see you again after so many years. You look healthy and prosperous. God has blessed you. I worked and was paid for it. God had nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna cause a row here now. Not yet. You're quite welcome. I'm glad you found good fortune after Curacao. I hope you don't harbor any ill feelings towards me or the Abbey because of your time in the scriptorium. Those were difficult days. I'm afraid the stress of overseeing the end of the scriptorium inflamed a sinful, spiteful wound in me. My frustration were exacerbated by the presence of a layman. It's not your fault. God knows that error lies with me. Forgive me, Andreas. You should find none with me. I'll forgive you, Brother Ferenc. All is well. That's kind of you to say. How have you been these last few years? Despite the decline of the Abbey, I have been in better spirits. It is much easier for me to be an effective prior to the brothers without needing to run the scriptorium. That must be a relief. It is, though the Abbey's financial problems continue to make things difficult. I pray that Father Abbot will find a way to seek yourself through the years to come. I have to go, but it was nice to see you. You as well. God bless you, Andreas. We never talked to him anyway. Well, where are we gonna find her? Is in the library? Wait. You are still alive? Hello? Who is this? It's Andreas, Brother Adok. Andreas Mahler. Oh. Oh, Andreas is the fine young artist from Nuremberg. Not quite so young anymore, brother. No, you're still young. When you were last here, I thought I was old. I was wrong. Now I feel the true measure of years on these bones. Like the waves of the wide sea on the cliff of Port Craig, time has worn me down. But enough of that. How have you been, Andreas? God has blessed me with good fortune. Good, be sure to share it with others when you're able. You seem more at ease now when last I was here. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked in the scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. I painted my joints and strained my brotherly love for Guy. The scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hand, but when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation, and so it also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It's good to hear your voice at Curacao again. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Adok. Yeah, we don't really have talked with her much. And there you are. God bless you, Andreas. It's been too long. I know Father Abbot made it clear you were not to return when you left, but we had hoped to hear from you. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice Casper Segler from Salzburg. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Casper. Master Mahler. Sister Sedena. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. It seems very little used these days. What happened? After Baron Rothwog was murdered, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. The small number that held out held lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in the big cities like Nuremberg. Father Gernot saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Sedena have the time to maintain our inventory. He already did say it was going to happen sooner or later. I'm no happier about it than you are, but the late brother was right. Only heaven is unchanging. Now all that remains are books for sale to interested parties, a task the Father Gernot have entrusted to me. She's upset. And Sister Sedena, of course. I'm eager to look through your inventory. Master Andreas, maybe you can find a book for little Magdalene with something that's not in print yet. Excellent idea, Casper. Read. For civil, perhaps Klaus would not object to this romance given his emphasis on the Christian virtues. The German is a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows, maybe it will inspire her imagination. Are we really gonna give some religious texts to a child? Well, it is actually the 16th century Europe, so... I think these are in Latin translations of the Origen's homilies. It also looks like it's partially burned. Probably not a great gift for a young... wait. This is the same... this is the same bookhand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illuminata about this. Oh, Richard the Burr's yeah, whatever, something with Richard's book. It's a text and collection and preservation of books. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Maybe. A copy of Jacobus de Voragin's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. And the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. One more book. Albertus Magnus, the Animalibus. It's ostensibly a bestiary, but it contains so much knowledge on the variety of topics. It could inspire an interest in animals and Natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. Who was Magdalene again? Is that... that's Klaus's daughter, of course. Okay. But none of them are really easy to give to a child. Well, we have all of the books. Let's get out of here. Have you decided on any books to purchase? Yes, just one. This one was about animals and everything, so I've maybe that. I don't want to really buy anything religious to her. I will buy this one. Certainly, given your love for nature, you already know all of the information contained inside. Perhaps, but this will be for Cole's Drucker's daughter, Magdalene. The Latin may pose a challenge for her, but I'm sure with persistence she can overcome it. Is there anything else you need? Yes, Mother Limonata. What do you know about this book? I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it in one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalog. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? If it's not in our catalog, I'm afraid I don't know who you could ask. If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know were Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias. Both are gone. That's a shame, because whoever scribed this book wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder. The ones in the fine blood bookhand. Brother Eddock told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did this is the thread puller, huh? Someone who was manipulating people at Curacao and Tasting, pulling at threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. Oh no, I thought one of his sisters killed the Baron. She did, but the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Curacao and Tasting's secret. But I'm afraid we can't be any more of help to determine the book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalog, it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbot would mind if you kept it. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Why was she in a hurry to leave? Does she know more than she let on? Eat with the Druckers, perfect. Greetings, Master Mahler. Hello, Sister Sedena. You're looking like a real artist now. I'm impressed. You must be living like a lord. A lord who's strapped down with obligations to others. Between my wife and my patrons, I'm miserable. Yes, but overburdened with problems. I have no time for my own art. Only to my patrons. You don't know anything about misery. You get to choose what you do with your life. Why don't you like living at Curacao, sister? I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the library. No, to the abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the abbey to take me in as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Casau. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved in the mine and forgotten. And here you are, muttering as though you aren't the most successful person in tasting right now. Is that why you dislike Mother Illuminata so much? Yes, Mother Illuminata come from a similar family, but she came to Curacao willingly. She could have had the life I wanted, but instead she chose to moralize me for all my transgression. I've accepted a lot these past years, but I can't ever be as perfect as Illuminata. Still, it's better than it was. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Master Andreas Mahler. Until later, Sister Denna. Alright, Casper, let's go. We need to find... Oh wait, he's gone. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe we should pay our respect. Brother Piero. It was only 75. It looked like he was 175. Rest in peace, my old friend. Mother Cecilia. The Elson is well made. Her family must have commissioned it. Anyone else? None. Animal pens. No. They are eating right now, so we're gonna go up there and find them. Dorm, kitchen. There. Here not. Is that you again, Andreas? Yes, brother. I have a book I wanted to ask you about. Oh, I'm afraid I may not be on my shelf. I can barely read anymore. I can describe it to you. It's a book of Origins Homeless, written in fine bookhand, and it is signed. It is Saint Jerome the Edges. Yes, you know it. Do you know where it came from and who wrote it? Andreas, forget this book. Why? What? Why? It came from a place of fire in the terrible darkness. What does that mean? This cover, these leaves, they bear the marks of a great evil that was done. A soul can also bear much marks, carry them for a lifetime. Whose soul? The person who wrote the book? There is a presence that watches over this place, Andreas. A presence that wishes for things to remain as they are. Sis Margaret told me that before the Baron was murdered, she smelled the devil's presence in Curacao. Is that what you mean? I can't say anymore, Andreas. I'm sorry. I understand. God protect you. You as well, brother. I'm gonna talk to him. That is the guy, yeah, who is gonna be so pissed. Andreas Mahler, I'm surprised to see you in Cursao's walls again. What are you doing here? I'm returning to Nuremberg, but wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero on my way. You might consider stopping at Sister Matilda's grave as well, if you give a damn. Of course I do, Brother Voice. I'm sorry